Hi everybody. Today's topic is run-ons. When two sentences run together without any sign or break between sentences, that means this is run-ons. Run-ons run together. Two complete thoughts are here. That means two complete sentences. Some sentences have no punctuation at all. To make a pause or to mark the break between two complete thoughts. These run-ons are known as fused sentences. For example, as a fused sentence, my students are doing online classes regularly. My students are doing great. Full stop. So, look at the sentence. There is no pause or to mark the break between two complete thoughts. We can use one full stop or we can use by using comma and joining word sentences. If we want to use comma in the middle of the sentence to mark the break between two complete thoughts, we can use the comma. But the comma is not sufficient for this sentence. That is why comma and joining word is very important to use here. The most common run-on is comma splices. So if we use comma splice here, that can be done like this. My students are doing online classes regularly, comma. My students are very attentive, or my students are great, doing great, full stop. There are 4 common methods of writing or correcting run-on. Number 1 is using period and a capital letter. For example, if I use the previous sentence as I have used in the comma splices before, so that can also be done by using full stop, that means period and capital letter here. My students are doing online classes regularly, full stop, and after that write the very first word, my students are doing great, or my students are very attentive, full stop. That means we use period and a capital letter. After writing first sentence, we put full stop, and after that we started the very first word with the capital letter. That means my, M will be capital. This is the first rule for correcting run-on, and it was related to period and a capital letter. We can use comma and a joining word, as I have already mentioned in the previous sentence that was related to comma splices. So comma splices, comma is not sufficient. After using comma, to make the sentence more stronger and more clearer, we are going to use appropriate joining word related to and, but, or, nor, for, so, and yet. So if we use comma and joining word here, we can use my students are doing online classes regularly and they are doing great, full stop. So I used comma and joining word. My students are doing online classes regularly, comma, and after that I wrote and as a joining word, and I started the rest of the sentence like this. As we already know that the joining words are also called as conjunctions, we have to use all the conjunctions or joining words like I already mentioned, and, but, or, nor, for, so, and yet perfectly and carefully. For this, understanding the meaning of the sentence is very, very important. And is saying in addition to or along with. But is opposite to and. That means however, on the other hand, or except. For means because, the reason, or the cause of something. So means therefore, as a result. For example, my students are very attentive in the class, but they are not getting enough internet access to do the online class. That is why they are not coming regularly, full stop. So you used comma and joining word, comma and but. Using semicolon in a sentence, this is another method of correcting run-ons. Semicolon is called strong comma. The semicolon shows more break or more pause than a comma. All the students are joining online classes regularly. Semicolon. They are attending Zoom classes very well. Full stop. Suppose the sentence is like that. That means two sentences are here, two complete thoughts are here, and you are using semicolon to mark the break between two complete thoughts. It's stronger than a comma. If we see semicolon with a transitional word, we can have the sentence like this. Transitional words are known as adverbial conjunctions like however, therefore, on the other hand, meanwhile, otherwise, as a result, thus, moreover, also, and the like. For example, exams are over, semicolon. However, comma, I still feel nervous and tense, full stop. That means before transitional words or adverbial conjunctions, I used semicolon, and just after the transitional word, I used comma. Another method of correcting run-ons is subordination. In a sentence, subordination makes one idea less important than the other idea. In a sentence, it's like subordination shows one thought is not as important as another thought. When we use subordinate, we use dependent words like when, although, because, before, after, unless, until, as, and the like. Suppose the run-on was like this. The students got good grades in 2020. They got B grade in math, full stop. So there is no mark to break between two complete thoughts, and we are going to use subordination here. Although the students got good grades in 2020, comma, they got B grade in math, full stop. That means it's using although. So the meaning of the sentence is very important. Here, we cannot use the dependent words like if, unless, or, because, until, or when, or even while. That means there will be another meaning. Suppose the sentence is like this. Because the students got good grades in this trimester or in 2020, comma, they got bad grades too. So it will be making another meaning that will not sound good. So we have to use although here, and if we use although in this sentence, that will be perfect subordination. That means the dependent word will be perfect and the sentence will be meaningful. So I'm repeating the sentence again after using perfect and appropriate word, dependent word here. Although my students got good grades in 2020, comma, they got B grade in math, full stop. So for run-ons, pause is very important. After using period and capital letter, comma and joining word, semicolon and subordination, run-ons will take a break. The break creates a pause. This pause sounds good and of course creates the two complete thoughts meaningful. So I hope you will be able to understand and you will get some examples regarding this run-ons. Best of luck everybody. Keep practicing. Take care.